Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for? Thuram! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Olise goes short. And that's aimed into the middle.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Klaus. Chouameni. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now it's Camavinga. Doué. And it's Zaire Emery. Ball played for Klaus. He's in plenty of space here. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saliba, played out to the left flank. And the counter is on. And the through ball. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Hernandez. Koundé cuts it out. Thuram. France still without a single shot on target. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, France! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Tries a shot! That has been slung wide.
Doué really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Konate.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Mbappe with a beautifully timed run. Now it's Thuram. Zaire Emery. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he latch on to this? And it's made its way to him. Takes a shot! And got to be quick to recover this. A dangerous moment avoided, only just.
Well, that's the risk you have to take when you're fully committed to attack, Peter. They're going to leave a few areas unattended.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Klaus. Played back. Good take, and is he in? Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Zaire Emery tries to clear. That is good strength. Now it's Olise. Nice physical challenge. Olise's cross. Short changes him with that pass. Olise is onto this. And he's gone. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Digne.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Hernandez. Klaus. Thuram. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Zaire Emery with the short one. Oh, that's neat. He's played it back. Saliba. Upamecano. And it's Hernandez. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Upamecano. Chouameni.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Thuram. He's in a great position here. Opts to play it back. This looks promising. Danger averted for now. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Saliba. Digne. Tries to play it through. Now it's Olise. Camavinga. Tries to pass it through. That's a goal kick. And it's Zaire Emery, and that could set him on his way, and he shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. That has not gone well. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Camavinga.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Muscular approach does pay off here, and he has been fouled there. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And that has been cleared. Thuram, he's on it, can he get away? Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Chouameni. France looking to pass their way through. That is good alertness. And here's Thuram. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Konate. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And it's Chouameni. It's a really well-measured ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 3. Digne. À leur place, le numéro 7.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Le numéro 18. Le numéro 22.
France finding their passes. Looking to play. Decent chance! Goal! France! And the comeback is complete. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
France take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 20. Changement.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dembele! Dembele! And he's really put himself on the line here. France have their third corner. Hernandez plays it short. Pings it across. Kante is there and he can get that clear. And the keeper's got it again. Now it's Thuram. Shot could be on. And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Thuram is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Olise. Nice control. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Zaire Emery is the guilty party there. France, moments now away from seeing this one out. Olise, who does have an assist to his name, and it's Kante. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? And that's been drilled in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Koundé. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Barcola. Great vision. And he's intervened well there. And we're done. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
What a game, what a show of character. It wasn't looking good.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. That has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe. Zaire Emery. Thuram. Played out towards the right wing. Now, can they get him away? He's cut it out. And here's Thuram. He's had a shot! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
France, and the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played back in.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. And the shot! Hernandez can get it clear.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Klaus hurtling down that right flank. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's put paid to a promising move. Chouameni. Passes short and sharp. Hangs one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
France look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Olise. Cross to the back post. That's a decent clearance. Digne got a long way forward to join the attack. Klaus. Zaire Emery. And it's Doué. Chouameni. France looking to pass their way through. Camavinga producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Passing nice and neat. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Saliba has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Chouameni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Olise. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Upamecano makes the interception. Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Chance! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
A decent chance! He's delivered all right! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And the whistle goes for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
France are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thuram. It is a corner. France with the corner, they're first. Klaus with the short one. Played in deep. Now there's a fine ball. Nicely aimed pass. And they can counter here. That looks a good ball through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Tchouaméni. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Thuram is onto it in a flash. And here's Elise, looking for options for movement. Tries a shot! He scored! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Quite a thriller this one's become. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. France have themselves a chance from the spot, dealing with the pressure. Goal, France! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
France take the lead. Mbappe! Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Zaire Emery carries the ball down the right.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Nicely weighted ball. Camavinga.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
Doué! Camavinga. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Chance for a shot! Oh, and another try! There it is!
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 6. Le numéro 3.
Smartly reclaimed.
À leur place,
Chouameni.
le numéro 7. Le numéro 24.
Olise.
Le numéro 18. Le numéro 22.
And it's
Changement.
Chouameni. And here's Thuram. Barcola for Olise. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Conte. Konate. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Dembele.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Dembele. He takes a shot! No mistake! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Kante. Nice sequence of passes, this. And here's Thuram. And a chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 15. Changement en cours.
That is masterful defending. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
5 minutes.
Saliba. Now it's Thuram. Olise. Looking tidy in possession here. Good ball, good take. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, sweet feet. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. It's a promising position. Incoming delivery. And it's hoisted clear. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Chers spectateurs, un petit message pour vous rappeler de ne pas hésiter avant, pendant et après ce match à offrir votre contribution au programme caritatif Football pour tous. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8.
Stone test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. France conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Hernandez. Played towards the other side. Koundé. And it's Dembele. And it's Doué. And Zaire Emery. Some really good ball movement. And here's Thuram. Can he finish? Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Thuram fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Oh, it's Dembele. Takes aim and crosses. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Shot could be on. Shot, surely! It's bounced back off the post. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Digne. Thuram receives it in a good position here. Shot and goal! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Dembele with a definite foul there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Koundé. Conte.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
France have a free kick. Digne. Can he get on the end of this?
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Attention, changement.
And we're off for the final time. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chouameni. And he's decided to go for it. Olise. Now this could be a chance. The muscular approach does pay off here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Thuram is onto this. And a shot! Konate gets across to intercept that. France close now to seeing this one through to the end. And they've got rid. They're back in possession and ready to go again. They get a throw in. Looking to play him in. He's picked his way through.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Koundé. Zaire Emery. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Thuram picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the early goal certainly helped settle everything down, and from there you felt this was always going to go one way. So this turns out to be a very fine day at the office.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Picked out brilliantly. Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're back on the ball again. Saliba cuts out the pass. Back into the middle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, here's a player who can contribute in so many ways. Theo Hernandez. He's shown himself to be not just an effective crosser, but capable of excellent passing from deep, as well as being a pretty decent finisher. Playing for the right team, he probably could get himself into double figures.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And it's Zaire Emery. Now it's Mbappe. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Zaire Emery.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Swings it across. Mbappe. Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Hernandez. And Doué. Now it's Thuram. And it's Hernandez. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Somewhat off target. And here's Thuram. Zaire Emery. Looking for options for movement. Cleared without complication. And they're quick to get it back. Klaus. Searching pass he's played there. Elise in acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Chouameni. Olise. It's a searching pass. And he was alert to it. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Klaus. And it's Camavinga. Some really good ball movement. And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. Mbappe is onto this. Hernandez. Doué. It's Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Opts for safety. Oh no, what has happened here? Chance here to counter. He has found the way through. Mbappe. That's really well manoeuvred. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Played out towards the right wing, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a good ball through. Mbappe gets flagged offside. That ball looks a good one. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And across it goes. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Now they continue each to cancel the other out. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for the run. Played into space out wide. This looks promising. Look at the space here. Oh, it's a great ball here. France can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Olise. Mbappe. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's a good run down the right. Now it's Olise. Can he get it through? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Chouameni, that's a good ball out wide. Looking tidy in possession here. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Little pass back. Now this could be a chance.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Olise powering forward here. Thuram receives it in a good position here.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Doué. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That has not gone well. Zaire Emery. Played out wide. He's found a way through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Strong running down that left flank. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Klaus. And it's Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 6.
Traumeri.
Le numéro 8. Le
Played
numéro
out to the
4.
right.
Alors,
It's a promising position.
le numéro 7. Le numéro 24. Le numéro 18. Le numéro 25.
And this is
Le numéro
Kante.
15. Changement en
He's a
cours.
sharp little ball here. Cross in, looks like a good one.
1 minute.
Defending of the desperate variety. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Une petite pensée, mesdames et messieurs, pour le président d'un de nos clubs de supporters qui fête son anniversaire aujourd'hui.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. France looking to pass their way through. And here's the chance to counter. Paris ended up in no man's land.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Can he finish? Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. And here's Dembele. Stood up well to him there. France have the chance to go the other way. And here's Barcola. Now it's Olise. Tries to play it through. Played into the... A header! It's hit the crossbar. Oh, it's in! Save the best for last! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
France are in front now, the game's only goal. Saliba makes the interception. Koundé aims beyond the defence. Kante is in a really good position out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Out to the right. Dembele in with the challenge. But still, he just read it. And he's quick to get it clear again. Spread it left. Thuram. He's shifting through the gears here. He can get that clear. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
Digne.
Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Barcola. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kante was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Thuram. Dembele. Thuram. He's in a great... There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Doué. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. France have their second corner now. Dembele goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
It's anyone's ball now. Conte. Oh, well played. And he's heaved it away. Barcola. Well, that is one way to stop him. Saliba is the guilty party there. And he has shown him a yellow card. He's not got that quite right. And that is as far as it goes. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Thuram claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Camavinga. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Zaire Emery. Klaus. Good driving run. Looking to play. He's having a shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Saliba gets across to intercept that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Camavinga. Now it's Olise. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hernandez calmly anticipates. Klaus.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's made its way to him. Threads one in. He's had a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Doué really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Koundé. Olise.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's a key interception. Doué. Chance here to counter. And it's Zaire Emery. Doué. Looking for options for movement. Doué unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thuram. Almost half an hour in now. Well, that looks a decent ball. Zaire Emery looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Mbappe. Klaus. Olise. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. Just eases him off the ball. Hernandez. Mbappe! And he's certainly onside here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Olise. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was...
He's gone for goal. That is decidedly lacking.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Klaus. Out again for a throw-in. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That is good alertness. Doué. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And that's going to be a booking. That's been cut out, well played. Chouameni. And it's Zaire Emery. And here's Thuram. And it's Doué. Oh, good read. Klaus. For Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Can he spark a counter here? Doué. Zaire Emery. And here's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Saliba. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in.
Thuram! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Klaus did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh no, this does not look good. Olise has it out wide and in space. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. France with the corner, they're first. Olise goes short. France are looking to go forward now.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Olise, neatly clipped into space. Oh, he's bustling through here.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Almost an hour gone. Oh, that's clever. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. France find a position of real strength now. And it's Doué. Nice interception, well timed. That's a sharp pass. Over to the left. Doué.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Olise. Nice looking ball. He's in a great position here. He has found the way through. He's found the way through. Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he shoots! Really well taken goal. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, and that's it.
Mesdames et messieurs, je vous invite à participer par vos dons au programme caritatif.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It does seem to be and a chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Upamecano gets good distance on it. Pass somewhat off target. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, easy pickings there. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I see this guy, Upamecano, as a very modern-day centre-back. Quick, good with his feet, confident moving the ball out of defence. I mean, if you're a team like many of the good ones that like to play out from the back, then this Frenchman really is your perfect fit.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence... There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Koundé. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And he welcomes it in. Mbappe. Oh, what a mistake! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That is good strength. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Konate. Klaus. No, that's been intercepted. Still goalless. Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. He's on it, can he get away? And it's made its way to him. And he's quick to get it clear again. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Oh, good spread. Back into the middle. And the counter is on. Doué does really well to win the ball there. Zaire Emery. And it's Doué. Goes looking wide. Olise. Oh, they can break here. Can he get on the end of this? Klaus providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, such a clever touch. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Koundé. Olise. Chouameni. And it's Camavinga. And it's Chouameni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's cut it out. Well, that looks a decent ball. 30 minutes gone.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Chouameni. Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Chouameni. Now Saliba. And it's Hernandez. Upamecano. Great vision. Klaus picks it up now. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Stood up well to him there. Chouameni. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And that has not gone well. Referee's given a throw. Chouameni. Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Olise. Doué. And now the breakaway. Oh, that's a key interception. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
And the first half is done. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Thuram. Real chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Pinches it off him. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Now it's Mbappe. Saliba wins the duel this time. Doué. Here's Tchouaméni. Now it's Thuram. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Klaus. And it's Zaire Emery. Now it's Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Knocks it into space. That is a great pick out. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Olise. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Now it's Mbappe.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now it's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Spread out to the left. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Decent chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 11. À leur place, le numéro 25.
And he's being
Le numéro
shifted off
18.
it.
Le
Thuram.
numéro 7.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Klaus. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a fine interception. Tchouaméni gets rid without sophistication. France still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Upamecano. And it's Koundé. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Thuram. And that's a good ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That has ended up in no man's land. He might have to go it alone here. And here's Mbappe. Shoots! It's a goal! And that could well be the winner!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Changement en cours.
France have taken the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Turns and goes back. He's having a shot! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level.
And he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And here's Thuram. And here's Mbappe. Into the last 5 minutes. Oh, what a ball! No way through, so back it comes. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he's only too happy to take that back. It's a good spell of possession, this.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the pass is intercepted.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
And here's Mbappe. Conte. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Koundé. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Conte. And he's well positioned here. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Mesdames et messieurs, je vous demanderai de bien vouloir prendre connaissance du communiqué envoyé par la police et qui s'affiche actuellement sur l'écran géant. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
À leur place, le numéro
France
3.
displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Zaire Emery looking for the run.
Might want to be careful there.
And it's Koundé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Upamecano. And Koundé. No way through. Rabiot. France looking to pass their way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Thuram. Conte. And here's Mbappe. And here's Dembele. Oh, that was vital. Conte. Koundé. And it's Conte. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Tries to pass it through. Big chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Half-time, extra time. France come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And we're off for the final time. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Saliba. And it's Conte. Zaire Emery. And it's Rabiot. France finding their passes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Conte. Rabiot. Steaming. And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this time surely! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
They've played it short. France are looking to go forward now. Rabiot. Konate did well to stay calm there. And that has been clubbed away. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And it's Rabiot. Thuram has created one goal already. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
For Conte. Nicely spread. That's Dembele. That's very neat. That's a good ball out wide. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And that will be it. France have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Thuram claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. This looks promising. And it's Tchouaméni. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Backward it goes. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fellow, Warren Zaire-Emery, Peter, is someone who's considered to be the crown jewel of French football. And at such a young age, his rise has been meteoric, really, since mid-teens. It's rare to see somebody so physically and technically accomplished at that age. But he's got the passing and dribbling skills to be trusted, and I think everybody is on board with that already.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Not the most accurate pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Klaus. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And it's Tchouaméni. Olise. Looking to play him in.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Picked out brilliantly. Oh, what a mistake. And here's Olise. Zaire Emery. Oh, well played. Zaire Emery. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Camavinga. And the shot's on here. Olise. Chance for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Played with chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Klaus. Here's Tchouaméni. France looking to pass their way through. Oh, good ball! Upamecano gets rid without sophistication. And it's Zaire Emery. Now it's Thuram. Played out towards the right wing. And he's gone backward here. Pings it across. Hernandez receives it in a good position here. Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tchouaméni. Doué. Some really good ball movement. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Klaus. Camavinga. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And a chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Changement en cours.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
France can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Olise. Oh, that's superb. Thuram. Oh, look at the space here. Klaus stood his ground strongly. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So neither side has yet broken through. And here's Thuram. And it's Zaire Emery for Olise. Zaire Emery. Now that's well seen too.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Olise played into space. Not the most convincing of passes. Zaire Emery. And Upamecano.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's a shade optimistic. And he's intervened well there. Thuram is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Olise. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, good spread. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that...
And he shoots! He scored! And finally he has breathed life into the game! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect...
Thuram! Oh, the ball's come loose here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game...
Oh, they could be caught out here. And here's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Klaus, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And it's Camavinga. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 21. Le numéro 22.
That pass has been well intercepted.
À leur place, le numéro
France
7.
have now used up all but one of
Le
their
numéro 18.
substitution windows.
Le numéro 3. Digne. Le numéro 15. Attention, changement.
Chouameni has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Thuram under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Chance here to counter. And he skips past his man. He has found the way through. Thuram.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
5 minutes left on the clock. France finding their passes. Played back to the goalkeeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. France close now to seeing this one through to the end. Dembele. Drive. It's Dembele! Superb from Dembele! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this goes to extra time.
The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Votre attention, s'il vous plaît. Les personnes chargées de la sécurité sont priées de se présenter au PC sécurité. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 17. À sa place, le numéro 2. Changement.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. France pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Konate. And it's Chouameni. Doué. Barcola. Great ball if he can get there. Koundé. Koundé tries making a foray down the right. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. Hernandez. Barcola. And he's worked it through. And it's Koundé. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Kante. Succumbs to the pressure. Thuram. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Olise. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Doué. And he's picked it up out wide. Great chance! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye! And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Changement en cours.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Ball comes in. Deftly away. Chouameni. Over to the left. He has a look up. Now the delivery. Up he goes! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
France take the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Thuram. Olise. Koundé cuts out the pass. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Doué. He's in a great position here. Konate clears it away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Thuram voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a performance you can't really complain about, both in terms...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Mbappe. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fellow, Warren Zaire-Emery, Peter, is someone who's considered to be the crown jewel of French football. And at such a young age, his rise has been meteoric, really, since mid-teens. It's rare to see somebody so physically and technically accomplished at that age. But he's got the passing and dribbling skills to be trusted. And I think everybody is on board with that already.
Oh, what has happened here? Camavinga.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Zaire-Emery. And it's Doué. And it's made its way to him.
Thuram really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Klaus. Zaire-Emery. Ball played for Klaus. Oh, that's fabulous. He's on it. Can he get away? Brilliantly cut out. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Hernandez goes steaming forward. And it's Zaire-Emery. And it's Hernandez. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Olise. And he goes cross-field. France upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork. Such good technique.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great ball, and he's in. Thuram! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Zaire Emery. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Hernandez. Chouameni. He has found the way through.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Zaire Emery really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
He has a look up. Lovely feet. Chooses to go back. Now the ball's gone astray. Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Mbappe. Oh, this is a terrific run. Out to the right. Hangs one in. Konate attempts a clearance. Zaire Emery. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Now it's Doué. Tries to pass it. Decent chance! And it's a goal!
Well, what a time for the captain to step up and put his team in front again. But while it doesn't necessarily guarantee a win here, it's a wonderful early boost in this second half.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. This is the time you need that pace. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And the finish! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Konate.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Thuram. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 11. À leur place, le numéro 24. Le numéro 25. Le numéro 7. Attention, changement.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's in space and looking for options. Shot a goal! And he's really put himself on the line here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Now it's Olise. And here's Zaire Emery. Klaus. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. France are looking to go forward now. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Chouameni. Zaire Emery. France do have a chance to counter here. Chouameni. And the pass is intercepted. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Thuram. He's shifting through. And the shot! Goal! France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Thuram demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's gone route one. Klaus tries making a foray down the right. This looks promising.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because...
He's having a shot! No, he's missed it.
France certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 15. Changement en cours.
France are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Doué. Thuram. And it's Chouameni. And Hernandez. Olise. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Conte.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Thuram. Konate. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's a searching pass. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And he's there to retrieve it. Plays it through. That ball looks a good one. And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
France just didn't have enough time, Peter, to correct their many problems in this match. Now for some training ground graft.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he's picked it up out wide. Klaus is fouled. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Now this could be a chance. Thuram, look at this, goes for a shot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Thuram receives it in. Thuram! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Hernandez gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for options for movement. Thuram is on his own. Shot at goal! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Now it's Thuram.
Thuram really has the confidence and skill to be able to hook.
Takes a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Can he finish? It's a good run, that. Great timing. Driven forward. Thuram looks to get on the end of this. Mbappe threads one in. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. And it's Hernandez. Aimed beyond the defence. Chooses to go back. Oh, that was vital. And here's the chance to counter. Olise. Can he get on the end of this? Hernandez. France leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Thuram. Upamecano proves too strong. Camavinga. Chouameni. Engages and forces him off the ball. Zaire Emery. And he's managed to get free. Doué. Little pass back. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Thuram. And they can counter here. Hernandez makes the interception. Zaire Emery. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Quality ball. Can he spark a counter here? Chouameni tries to play it through. And the shot! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
France grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big get.
Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Shot, decent chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Koundé certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Olise. And it's Chouameni. Ball played for Klaus. Nice bit of trickery. Zaire Emery does really well to win the ball there. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's 2-A. He's in a great position here. Now there's a fine ball. He can get that clear. Taken back almost at once. Klaus. And here's Thuram. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Je voudrais vous signaler simplement que vous pouvez, si vous le souhaitez, retrouver les commentaires en direct de ce match.
France get the second half started. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Klaus. Now it's Thuram. Camavinga. Can he get it through? Mbappe, great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
France have their third corner. He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Klaus. Hernandez. Hernandez. And it's Chouameni. And Upamecano. Olise, and it's Camavinga. Thuram, and it's Camavinga. Oh, good ball! Chance, surely! Doué. And Zaire Emery, nice-looking ball. That's the keeper's ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game-changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Thuram is firing after that one. Konate. Chouameni. Great vision. Now it's Thuram. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's a little off target. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Thuram. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Klaus. Chouameni. Spread out to the left. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
France are looking to break at pace. And he welcomes it in.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Camavinga. And Koundé. Klaus. And it's Camavinga. Here's Tchouaméni. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 6.
Upamecano.
Le numéro 21. À leur place,
France looking to pass their way through.
Le numéro 7. Le numéro 24.
That pass isn't the best.
Le numéro 25. Attention, changement.
Konate. And Doué. And it's Hernandez. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, he's bustling through, shoots! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's had a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Tchouaméni, just 5 minutes remaining now.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He has found the way through. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Some really good ball movement. 2 minutes to be added on. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Now it's Mbappe. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 3. Digne.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Conte. Now it's Thuram. He's shifting through the gears here.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Up towards the front line. Koundé. Now Saliba. Koundé. Dembele making good progress on the right-hand side. Can he latch on to this? And he's certainly onside here. And it's Conte. Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Digne did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Real chance! They're up to 5 corners now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Digne. And they've switched it over to the other side. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Conte. Doué. And the shot! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. They've played it short. He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! We've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Merci. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 17.
And we're off for the final time. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. And he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. France have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Pavard. And it's Koundé. Digne. And Konate. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
That's a sharp pass. And it's Conte. Olise.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Koundé. That's a promising run he's making on the right. It's a really well-measured ball. Digne is the guilty party there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Camavinga.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
He's found some space. Koundé has it out wide and in space. That's really well cleared. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. So the ball is placed on the spot. Doué is over the first kick. And he does it with poise.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Olise is the next man in the spotlight. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
France with this chance to pull two clear. And he puts it away. 2 to the good. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. Oh, what a save!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Digne is third in line. No, he's hit it right at the goalkeeper.
Well, in trying to get clever, that ended up being too comfortable for the keeper.
France can't afford to miss another one. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
France are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. And he's put them 2 in front. France must score here to stay in it. And stuck away with ice in his veins.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. Oh, he saved it!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. What poise! What noise! 3-3. A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Camavinga just needs to keep his nerve here. Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Kante is next on this now extended list. Big character, big moment, big save. So on the cusp of where they want to be. And he delivers. France have done it. Taken to the very edge they may have been, but they have prevailed through sheer strength of personality.
Well, what a way to finish a long, hard match. Those players can be really proud of their effort to have come out on top. That was far from easy.